Hi, Tim. Hi, Tim Chalamet. This message is for Tim Chalamet only. No, I'm just kidding, but Tim was in my dream last night, so I'm like, hi. This message is for Tim and Tim only. I mean, why would we do anything ever to Alyssa when she's so good at stealing our men, right? Um, I didn't know that Kylie Jenner took herself that seriously. Um, like any of this is real, but go ahead, make me have my death face again. It's fine. Mm. Um, yeah, I'm traveling. I left New Jersey. I'm traveling, and everyone's jealous of me. And I can hear you clearly over walls. Oh my God, I'm so jealous of her. She's traveling again. And again, it's the same narrative that I just hear all the time. And it's so just played out by this point, being jealous of um, what are you jealous of? People rejecting the truth that I'm the real princess? Is that what you're jealous of? You're jealous of the fact that people um, aren't really allowed to be my friends because they get viciously attacked by the space energy or by other people or by, conglomerates of energy. Is that what you're jealous of? Are you jealous of the fact that I'll never have Tim in real life? I'll never have my husband in real life. I'll never run into my husband on the streets of New York in real life because people are too extremely jealous of a real princess marrying someone that they met on the street. Are you jealous of the fact that I spent a year basically in my childhood bedroom alone and with basically no contact with the outside world except for a little contact with family, and that no one came to get me all year long? Um, that they said they could and they said they would, and literally no one came to get me. Is that what you're jealous of? That I'm still alone? I'm still alone traveling on the road, um, taking a risk with people of America um, to help me? Are you jealous of the fact that people know exactly who I am at work, but can't interact with me on that level, can't call me the princess? They can't respect me as the princess because I get attacked by you, the jealous one. Um, is that what you're jealous of? Are you jealous of the fact that I basically have no physical friends anymore because of so many schizophrenic attacks that it makes it hard for them to live when they try to be my friend? What are you jealous of? Are you jealous of the fact that I only have my dog in my life and that we're finding out he was a hybrid? He was a little hybrid and now he's a dog. He's physically a dog. I mean, he's shapeshifted into a little boy a couple of times, but you probably wouldn't believe me since you're jealous of me never meeting Tim Chalamet and ever getting married. Um, but we're finding out Fresh is a hybrid, and he's sad that he's just a dog and that he wants to be a child again, and he remembers his life as a child. And are you jealous of the fact that Fresh misses his family in New Jersey and waking up with his grandmother and grandfather and being all happy and running around? And now he has to cuddle his mommy because he's sad and lonely. Is that what you're jealous of? Um, are you jealous of the fact that we're headed to Last of Us? And I already told you in Last of Us, I'm basically at both Ellie and Abby, but I think I'm more Abby this time. And are you jealous of the fact that I lose everything to get to Last of Us? And I end up marrying my fucking brother because that's like what's acceptable down there on level one or whatever. Like you have to marry your sibling or something. He's my half brother. I never met him. I already went over this, but like that's looks like what's gonna like that. Like there's no government and stuff like that, and like it's like all energetic, and that's how that happens. And like, are you jealous? Are you jealous of that? Are you jealous of the fact that I lose everything to get to Last of Us and end up marrying my brother? After two trips around the country and trying to figure out how to get the princess in her castle, I still end up losing everything and fall to Last of Us and have to marry my brother of all people, even though I have 10 husbands. You know, I told you that I'll never meet, I'll never get married. So you can't be jealous. I don't know why you would be jealous of that, but um and then after all of that, and I end up marrying my half brother that I never met. Like, great, yay. I have such an awesome life. There's so much to be jealous of. It's 7:30 in the morning and there's just so much to be jealous of. I won't give up. No, no, no. I feel like every time I play music, I'm gonna get blocked, so I don't want to play it. I mean, I do want to play it, but anyway. So yeah, it's going well. You guys all know none of this is real, and like I said, here I am sitting alone in my hotel room with my dog yet again. I did this in 2018. Um, I think it was the end of 20. How could it have been the end of 2018? And then I got the job at the end of 2019. Because isn't it COVID-19? But it started at the very end of 2019. So yeah, that's right. So 2018, the end of 2018 into 20. Oh yeah, well there's so much to talk about. They removed the do not disturb signs. I don't have them. Um, I don't know why they were removed from hotel rooms. So much has changed on the road for the worst. And I'm like, this is like the organic template filling in for who on the road, and why is everything so much worse? I mean, it's not that much worse, but like, why would you remove the do not disturb signs? Like, you know what I mean? You don't have to fucking knock on my fucking door every single day to ask me if I need housekeeping when there's a simple goddamn fucking sign that I can put on the door so that I don't have to hear a goddamn fucking knock every day. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck wants to wake up to a knock every fucking day if you need new clean towels or if you want your bed changed? Like, whose idea was that? Who's that organic timeline filling in around. So yeah, it's definitely organic timeline. Um, it's definitely the organic timeline, and I told you like a bunch of shit changed that doesn't make sense. And from what I've heard, it does happen slowly first, and then it happens quicker. I mean, why even talk, right? If I can hear your weird fucking telepathic thoughts over me, like, what's the point of me even talking when I have to hear these weird fucking hell? Like, literally, you're from hell, okay? If you're saying, like, oh, they're gonna shit on me or something like that, you are literally from hell. That's what I just heard. People are, like, literally shitting on you. Like, that, I'm so sorry for that. That's, like, literally like an NC-17 rating. Um, I don't need to hear that telepathic stuff. Like it's literally around, like we're literally descending into hell, you know? And there's levels of hell we absolutely love. Obviously, Silent Hill, Last of Us, the succubus. I love the demonic goo. You know what I mean? Obviously, but obviously defecating on oneself is definitely from hell, and I don't need to hear it on my broadcast. You can put it on your own goddamn broadcast. Get on your own fucking YouTube channel and say it with your fucking mouth. Say it with your fucking chest. It's not coming from me. Do you understand what I'm saying? It is not coming from Alyssa, sad, lonely, little pathetic Alyssa, okay, that everyone is jealous of. Why? Because I'm never going to be Tim Chalamet and I'm never going to marry him. Okay? That's what are you jealous of? What are you jealous of? You're not jealous. You're not jealous. You're jealous of this little dude and me just chilling, and that's it. Like there's nothing going on. Okay, there's nothing going on. Okay? You know, yeah, you just heard there's space attacks when they watch their favorite shows. Okay? You guys are blocking us from the correct path because of the space attacks. You know, I was exhausted yesterday. I was so exhausted. I wanted to punch somebody. Did you ever get that tired where you're just like, I need to like lay down like right away. I'm so exhausted. And I found this hotel and I fell asleep pretty early. I don't want to say around like 9 or 10, which is early for me. And then I slept till 5:30. And then breakfast was at 7. So I got up at 6 to ask what time breakfast was. Breakfast was at 7. Now it's 7:30. I just had coffee and apple juice. I couldn't eat. I was puking again. Very, obviously something to be jealous of is me puking every single morning because I'm feeling sick because of all the space attacks. Okay. And we don't care if you're from hell, but just go on your own podcast and talk about it. Stop freaking space attacking on my fucking broadcast, you know? I'm in Georgia. Okay, I'm in Savannah. And I love Savannah. I fucking love Savannah. And last time I was here, I stayed at the best hotel, and so I'm trying to find it. I don't remember it. I don't remember the name of it. I stayed there for a week, And it was just like this really like super low key. It was small. It was only like 2 floors, and I remember it was like small, and like I remember the layout of it perfectly. And it had like a Subway right next to it, so I could just like walk to Subway if I wanted a sandwich or whatever. It was like super convenient. Outside of Savannah, wasn't like in downtown or whatever. And so it was just like lovely and peaceful, and I loved it. And so I'm trying to find that hotel. If I don't find it, I might just stay here. But um, you know, um, I'm feeling sick. I'm just feeling sick, even like talking about that. I'm feeling sick. Um, so yeah, so I was in, I think, I don't know what I was, I think I was in Virginia. I don't remember. I didn't, I didn't even look at the map. I just drove. So I found a hotel and I just stayed at the hotel, and it was like kind of expensive and the room was kind of dirty. So I was kind of surprised, but it was fine. The hotel was fine, but it was like noisy. And my dad, Colin Farrell, was here in the room last, I'm pretty sure he was here too, but he was in the room in Virginia or wherever I was. And he was yelling at people because they were super noisy. They were super noisy. They kept walking back and forth, making tons of noise. And I had like a really hard time sleeping the first night. And he was like yelling at the people, like, my daughter's trying to sleep. Can you please keep it down? And it was Colin Farrell's voice, whatever. And he was with me all night. And I think we were trying to clear World War III again, not last night, but the night before. And he said that I stayed asleep for about a month. And he stayed in the room with me for a month. And like the hotel kept checking on me and stuff. And saying that I died in the hotel bed. Clearly I'm still here, but my dad was watching over me the whole time. Men in Black, Colin Farrell, Brandon Lee, they were just, watching me. And then time reset back to normal, and I started crying, and I was like, please just let me stay here. Don't let me need magic to prove my point. Let me just stay here in the hotel and respect me as the princess. Let me stay here for free as long as I need to, and respect me as the princess or whatever. And uh, no, there was no response from people around me that I'm the princess or anything like that. And so, I had to leave or whatever. So again, what is there to be jealous of? You're just treating me like a normal person. Is that what you're jealous of? You're jealous of me being treated like a normal person? You know, let's get with it, people. Um, I mean, if you want me to not talk, you're doing a really good job because I feel like I shouldn't even be talking. So you guys are doing a really good job. Oh. So like every day, more and more, Colin is pulling me out and putting me in my space bubble because of these frantic attacks on me and my nature. And I just felt like another one. Um, everybody's putting pressure on me, and um, it's fake. It's all fake. And I am surrounded by my energy, and it's exhausting. I'm going to go back to sleep after this because I'm so exhausted already. I was happy that I actually slept last night and there wasn't like a crazy fucking, you know, space like the night before, which apparently was a month. And I don't really have much memory about it. And they went over it with me, like everything that was happening and stuff. And um, oh, my dream last night was with a friend of mine, and she was still treating me really bad. An old friend of mine, she's still treating me really bad, like I'm lesser than her, even though I'm literally the princess and you're supposed to like respect me and take care of me. She was treating me as lesser than. And I stood up to her and I was like, I'm married to Colin Farrell. I am married to Brandon Lee and I can do whatever I want. I'm the princess from space and I can do whatever I want. And she got so mad at me. She started grabbing me and like pinching me really hard. And then I turned around and Tim was there. And it was also it wasn't my ex-fiance, Alan. It was my brother-in-law, Alan, who's married to my sister. And I was talking to him about it. And that's what we mean. You're overwriting it to be weird and, whatever. And my friend who was turning against me, who heard that Mike is going to become a famous celebrity, and she was like, well, fuck that. I want to become a famous celebrity too. So she started pulling herself through the time tunnel, and she's showing up everywhere on in different celebrities. She's showing up in different celebrities, obviously like shapeshifting into different celebrities and trying to become the first human to pull herself through the time tunnel and become a famous celebrity overnight by taking over already famous celebrities' suits. And obviously that's against my will because it's like it's a queen. She's a queen. And she's obviously a queen out of line, showing off for literally no reason. Because obviously I want my 1D movies to bleed through. That it's actually me, Alyssa. And so she's trying to compete with me to do it first, which is against my will, and trying to show off in the complete opposite direction and, trying to be more famous than me, which has always been this particular person's thing. She's always competed with me and always tried to be more famous than me. So I can't believe she's doing it again. Or I can believe she's doing it again. I don't know. It was like, you guys never learn your lesson. It's like, I don't know. Oh, I'm feeling sick. And, so I was like, I'm married to Brandon, I'm married to Colin. And she got so mad that I said that. And she started attacking me. And she was getting Vitigo. I think it's called Vitigo, where that skin disease where you have pigmentation in your skin. She started developing that overnight by going against my will, which is her own will, with competing with the real princess. And so it's like, what is there to be jealous of? You know what I mean? Like I have so many people that are like competing with, like absolutely listening to me and absolutely competing for attention and absolutely trying to be the special Mars savior genome fake princess, conglomerate princess that leads to Earth's destruction. And I'm trying to help Earth to not be destroyed and, help these people realize that what they're saying and what they're doing is so bad for humanity at large. And yeah, it's just she's destroying the planet. She's destroying Earth, and she probably was one of the princesses that she probably did it on Mars, and she remembers how to do it, and so she's trying to do it again and destroyed Mars, and now she's trying to destroy Earth, and so good luck to that friend. So she's developing Vitigo to remind her of her own nature, that she's breaking herself apart, that she's destroying herself first. It's destroying her by going against the will of the universe. It's the will of the entire universe. It's not the will of just one person proving their will. She's actually literally going crazy by doing this and thinking that there's any goodness in that nature to be competitive with me and to try to do it first, because she's literally doing it to be famous. She's literally doing it to be a famous actress, and she's literally trying to delete famous people that we like and, take over their chairs or whatever. And it's destroying the planet. It's destroying the planet just by doing that, because it's savior genome, and it's against her own will. It's against her own will. And she's like, yeah, I just want to be famous. I just want to be famous. And it's like, yeah, okay, like you wanted to do that last time too. And I just like was like, okay, well, I don't want to compete. This is when they were like supposed to introduce, this is around the time when they were supposed to introduce me to Chris Evans, and she decided to compete with me instead, and wonder why, because she probably was trying to get Chris Evans at the time. Um, ugh. Like, why does Alyssa get Chris Evans? Why doesn't I? Now she's like, why does Alyssa get famous? Why isn't it me? Why isn't it me, the queen? Why isn't it me, the queen? I should be the one to be famous first. Like, I should be the one to be famous first. And then like, she comes up there with like, it's like, yeah, I just want to be famous. Yeah. Like this like happy go lucky, like totally in line with Alyssa. This is totally Alyssa's will. Like, to be pulled through the time tunnel and like be the first famous human to be pulled through the time tunnel. Like, I'm so impressive. And I don't know, I just kind of want to do it. And I don't know, like, sort of like playing it off like a blonde bimbo or like a blonde airhead. So yeah, everything's going really well for me. Um, she's trying to hurt families is basically what she's doing. She's literally trying to hurt families. And, they're not her stolen movies. She's putting herself, these are, I'm talking about my own stolen movies, which is completely different than somebody deciding to pull themselves through the time tunnel. They're not her movies at all. They're nothing to do with her. And she's just like, oh, well, I think that I am famous, so I'm allowed to do it. Am I trying to help my friend by telling her the truth? You know what I mean? Like, this is not going to work. It's not going to work. It's like, how many times do we have to go through this? Um, So anyway, Colin walked in not last night, but the night before, and then we saw, because whenever me and my husband get together, we saw like people congeal, that are part of the 1D narrative, and they all started congealing. Also, saw birds popping in and out of the sky, and just birds just like literally disappearing into nowhere. Um, the whole drive, I saw the road, and it looked like a mirage. It looked like like a mirage, and I've never seen the road look like a mirage before. Like, it looked like the road was filling in as I was going, and I was hit with space codes as I was driving of like, you're standing still, you're not going anywhere. And then there was another one of like extreme anxiety and pain driving through a small town. And it's like really intense. It was really intense last time too, Space Attack, that I did this. But it's a different type of, it's more humanic, I want to say this time. It's more humanic. Last time it was more space. And this time it's more based in like 3D reality. The space attacks are based more in like 3D reality, because everyone gets it that I'm the real princess, and they're trying to compete on a human level instead of like a spaceship level or something like that, because I guess they couldn't win through space last time through being non-humans, being physical aliens. They couldn't win. So now they're trying it on the 3D and lower level, 3D and lower Earth. It's like the hell realms. So they're trying to defeat me with 3D and the lower realm. So it's like humans and then all the way down into hell. And they're trying to defeat me that way. Um, with no regard or respect for me, the real princess, at all. So it's the same in that way, but it's just they're trying to do it with the lower levels this time. And puke. Um, so yeah, but Savannah is amazing. We were talking about it with Rion yesterday, and he was saying how Georgia is Venus, and that makes a lot of sense because it's so beautiful here in Georgia. It's so beautiful, and it does seem to have like a lot of Venetian qualities to it because of that the natural beauty of Georgia. I tried to settle down here last time I was here. Also, when I was looking for a job, I tried to settle down here. There was a job, I think it was in Atlanta, that I applied for. And I was like, oh my God, Georgia, yay. I've never been to Atlanta specifically. I'm sure it's a great city. But just all Georgia, and like Atlanta's not that far from Savannah. It's just so beautiful and natural, and it has like a romantic vibe to it, and it's just like LA. It reminds me of LA, but it's like the East Coast version of LA. It's like very historical, like East Coast. The way that the East Coast looks is very historical and East Coast looking. But the climate is very similar to Los Angeles. Obviously, it has beaches. I don't know if there's like a lot of surfing here. I mean, you never really hear of Georgia surfing, but there's got to be surfing here. Um, but it's like a peaceful, clean Los Angeles. And it has an art school here, a really good art school, RISD. It's not RISD. RISD's in Rhode Island. Um, I don't remember the name of the school here, but there's a really good art school here that I looked into going to. Uh, Probably went here at that art school in a past life or parallel life. And yeah, Georgia doesn't really get like much. Georgia doesn't really get talked about that much, but it's great. It's really great. Um, yeah, it just has like a real Venetian quality to it, a real like Crystal Castles vibe to it. My dad definitely walked in last night here too. Um, so yeah, um, yeah, I think I said it all.